All right, thank you everybody for jumping on today. Hopefully you have your market partners all the way up to market builders in this training, because tonight what we're going to do is we'll open it up for some Q&A. I'll probably like maybe stop the record button or maybe just give Sarah, I didn't even make sure that was okay with you. Is that okay? We give him a couple of minutes. Yeah, okay. We are going to give you guys a couple of minutes. The market partners to market builder ranks. We'll give you guys just a couple of minutes to ask a question or maybe even throw it in the chat. Speak up for maybe the first time or whatever you guys need help with. We would love to give you guys the floor for just a couple minutes. Okay. So first off, we're going to have Sarah cover with you guys basically how you should basically look at your business and how you should treat it. Maybe it might be a little bit different perspective than someone who's a MMP or maybe a market mentor. The way you reach out might be a completely definition of how someone else would do it. So Sarah's going to break down some things for you guys and take some notes. She's incredible. If you guys don't know her, quick introduction. She is now my best friend. I say now because I recruited her to be my best friend, you guys. Literally, I was hunting down market partners, trying to find some hairdressers, just praying. I was like, I just need some credibility to this line. Found out she was one, found out she did great work. Messaged her and made a relationship with her for 2 months, asked her if I could bring some product in. The rest is history, but the coolest part about this is it took her 18 months to really get her business going. She was stuck at MMP for 18 months, really made some crazy decisions in her business, changed her, the way that she was doing it, everything, you guys. She ranked all the way up to SED and became like number 5 income earner in the entire company. So she has some really good, knowledgeable, amazing things to share with you guys. So take some notes, get your brand new market partners in here. If you're MMB and above, it's good for you too to take some notes and know how to train your guys' babies. So Sarah, I'll pass it over to you. Thank you for your time, friend. And I'll be admitting.
Yeah, of course. Thanks so much. Okay, so MMP. I remember the first time Julie talked to me about this, she was standing in my salon. I was brand new to the business and she was going through rank by rank, MMP, AMB, MB, MMB. And I just remember looking at her like, you're gonna have to stop right there because all of this sounds like alphabet soup to me. It didn't make any sense. And so I literally told Julie, just tell me what I need as I go and I'll learn as I go. If I can give you any piece of advice, you take that exact application and apply it to your entire business. Learn as you go. So MMP is the very first rank on the compensation plan. And really, it's the most important one that you know, memorize inside and out. And if you know MMP inside and out, if you do it over and over and over again, it'll get you to the top of the compensation plan. My SED title, Julie's SED title, could be hung up on one MMP. It really is that simple. So MMP is the very first rank. You need you and 2 other people that are like, yeah, you know what? I want to make extra money. $500 a month would be amazing. So if you can find 2 people that want to make some extra money with you, those are going to be considered your active lines. It's going to look a little something like this. I keep a chart still to this day. I map this out. So I'm not going to go into the exact technicality of MMP because there's so many videos available that will walk you through it in your back office. There's step-by-step, like these are the numbers that you need. These are the people that you need. I want to focus on the how and the why. So
if you need, can I jump in for a second?
Absolutely.
I just want to add some really important, I want to highlight you on what you're bringing to the table. You guys listen, in your business, no matter what rank you are, the reason why Sarah's covering this is because this is like the master key production in your entire organization. If you can memorize MMP, the confidence level is there for whenever you do sign up someone new, you have a direction, you have somewhere to go to. So I just want to throw it back to you, Sarah. This is super important, you guys. I hope you're taking great notes.
Yeah, so like Julie said, every person that I bring into the business to do this as a business, the first thing that I'm going to do is show them how to get to MMP. I do that over and over and over and over and over again with everybody that comes in. That's our first goal, getting to that first rank. And then when they bring people in, it's the same thing, helping those people get to MMP and those people get to MMP. It really is the compound effect that Julie was talking about in the book for the book club this month. So MMP, when you very first get going, the people that you should be talking to are the people that you already know. You already have these relationships established. They're the people that you're the closest with, sister, best friends, your colleagues, your work colleagues, your bar class girls, the people that you can feel confident going like, hey, I just jumped into this thing. I'm super nervous. I don't know what I'm doing, but are you open to checking this out with me? There's a call tonight at 8:00. You should hop on and just see if this is for you. And if it's not, I won't bug you about it for a hot minute. So be asking the people that you already know. The other part of this is that as different ranks are going to recruit different ways. So how I recruit today as an SED, how I build my business today as a senior executive director looks a lot different than when I very first got started. So I kind of struggle getting new people going because they'll look at like my social media, what I post, the things that I say or the things that I'm doing, and they compare their day 1 to my year 5. And they're like, okay, show me all the cool apps. Show me how to edit this. Show me how to crop this video. Show me, you don't need any of that. I didn't get any of that until I was like 4 years into my business. If you go back and look to where I grew the most was when I had no idea what I was doing and it was ignorance on fire. Done is better than perfect. So many people will hold themselves back because they're worried about, well, how's this look? Or what if I say something wrong? Or what if? Done is better than perfect. Doing something is better than nothing because the consistency in this is so important. So make sure that you're sharing your experience. You don't have to know any of the science, any of the numbers. You don't have to know any of that to get started. So very first getting started, showing up on social media and sharing your experience. And the first place that you can start is with your why. I think it was Bianca that was saying this on a video the other day, that so many people get caught up in the how that they forget about the why. And your why is the most powerful selling tool that you have. Share it over and over and over and over again. If you haven't written a post about why you jumped into this business, how you were introduced, the fears that you had, do that. And then turn it into a video form, then turn it into a story, then turn it into a live. Do it over and over and over again. I'm sure everybody here has multiple reasons why they're here. I have lots of reasons. I share them all the time. If it's to be able to afford dance class without freaking out that it's not in your budget, or being able to go grocery shopping and not have to worry about putting stuff back, that's a why. Share all of that. Be talking about that. So reaching out to people that you already know, inviting them to calls, let us do the work for you. Those happen on Monday night at 8:00 Central Time. Starting to show up on social media, just sharing your story, your experience, your why, treating your social media like it's a diary, right? This is how I use the dry shampoo. Oh my gosh, it totally hits different than traditional dry shampoo. Or I use the volume line on my hair today. Look at how much body I have. It smells so good. Or, oh my gosh, I haven't seen my hair with this much shine in forever. I use the shine serum. It doesn't, like, that really is it. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated. Don't overthink it. If you overthink it, it's going to keep you from showing up. And showing up is the most important aspect of this. So done is better than perfect. Forget your fancy videos, forget the graphics, and just post about your experience. Like I said, how you recruit at MMP is going to be totally different than at SED. You'll be able to learn all the graphics and all the fancy stuff later on after you've built the foundation to your business and you're already making money. So live video, Instagram stories, Instagram posts, Facebook. If that isn't your thing, if social media isn't your thing, figure out a way to get face-to-face with people, whether that is on social media, like through Zoom or some like interface call, or it's actual coffee dates and getting one-on-one with people. I built the majority of my business by meeting people for coffee dates. So make sure that you're scheduling those, get those on your calendar. If social media isn't your thing, be talking to people, open your mouth. If you are at bar class and you know that Becky is complaining about her greasy hair every time she shows up, like, suggest your products, take those opportunities, know that they have to come consistently, and know that it's over a long period of time. So a lot of people will spray and pray. Julie was talking about that the other day. They'll throw something up and then they'll hope that people come and talk to them about it. They're not going to, unless you're having conversations about it. So create as many conversations as you can. Julie, is there anything that you want to interject?
Everything was so good. I hope you guys took some really good notes, but I mean, I would love to open it up for any questions. But as I'm kind of going over these things, I just hope, like, again, enjoy this process of, because I'm talking to you market partners, right? Like, I know it's frustrating, especially if you have been here a long time. Like, no one gets more frustrated than me because I get to like cope with thousands of people dealing with this, right? So it's not like me just living it once a day. So I get it, and it's super frustrating. And I get stuck all the time too. So I have to like literally take myself back to like, what's it like for someone who's even maybe been in it for a while and starting off something new, you know, like, or trying to relaunch their business, get creative, but it really goes down to the very basics. So you don't have to get too creative. It's really just about like maybe reaching out to someone and that you've already reached out to in the past. And here's where it gets nitty gritty. And sometimes people hate this part about what we have to do. But like, our profession is called network marketing. And the hardest thing that we have to do is network. Like, God forbid we have to go out there and meet new people and stuff like that, but we can do it on social media. We really can. So go out there and build a new network. There's givers and takers on social media. So just be a big giver, comment on people's threads, like comment on their reels. People want that. If you're not great at doing it yet, you can always be a giver. And while you're learning, right? And then in the background, you're sitting here trying to master these reels, right? So we all know you're back there doing it. No one's posting it yet. I know you guys are out there. So get brave and post it. Post your screw ups. I've been getting really into like posting puppies and stuff, you guys, and it's causing a lot of people to like comment and network with me. Like, my stories have interaction all day long. And so I know stories is really where you're going to sell a lot. So like, your day-to-day of experiencing the products is going to be a good testimony. If you're brand new or old, you're still experiencing these products. People want to see that you're still in this business. They want to see that you're still consistent, and you will have a breakthrough. Like, don't let the time frame from how long you've been in the business hold you back from where you're going to go. Like, I can tell you over and over again how many people have relaunched their business and found success. So don't let it hold you back that you haven't found it yet, or maybe that you're stuck. You're just planted somewhere, okay? And you're going to grow with really good roots by experience. So throw those experiences out there, and I've rambled on quite enough. Sarah, do we have any questions or anything to throw back to you with?
One quick second before I open it up to questions. When you guys do bring in a VIP or a market partner, the quickest way for you to get to this MMP rank, the very first rank, is to help the people that you are bringing in get started. So if you're bringing in a market partner, help them get started. Show them Smart Start. Show them what's on the table. Show them how to write their first post. Get them connected. If it's your VIPs, do the same thing. Onboard your VIPs. Show them how to place an order. Show them how to schedule their flagship. Show them exactly how to use their products. If you act like I am a concierge in this business and my job is to just help people either transform their paychecks or transform their hair, their skin, their life, whatever, like that is your purpose. So make sure that you are connecting these people, whether they're VIPs or they're market partners. Super important to onboard them. Okay, I'll open it up. Julie, you want to see if there's any questions in the chat really quick before we like open it up? We can answer those.
Yeah, I've been reading them. Jocelyn, I think that's how you say her name. It's a pretty name. I was thinking about responding over to that one, but I wanted to read over these others too, because I might be able to nail them all in one. I'm reading from the top of the questions if you start at the bottom.
Okay, best reach out message. I have said it all. I feel like, but I never get a reply or go anywhere. That might be because you're saying it all. It might be because you're saying too much. And sometimes if you pull it back and try not to like verbally assault people, I know we want to tell them all the things. We're an anti-aging, vegan, gluten-free, blah, 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 blah. They don't need to know all of that. And if you send it in a voice clip of like, girl, I just jumped into this. I've been watching it for like 2 years and I finally decided to do it. I needed to be able to make some extra money on social. I love the products anyway, so I figured why not? You should do this with me. It really can be that simple. And that is going to sound way more relatable, doable than if somebody were to come at me and be like, I've got 3 spots left, join my team. But you know what I mean? Like, be genuine, be yourself, send it in a voice clip. Don't worry about it being scripted and giving all this information. You're just telling your experience and why you're here and why you want them to do this with you. It really is just like that. And if you have to write it out, write it out. I always give them an out though. I always say, hey, if it's not for you, no big deal. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't bug you about it, at least for a while. And that's it. And then ask if it's okay if you send them the link to an opportunity call. Okay.
Okay, so she asked, she says, I feel like I love your answer to that question and I would iterate more, but I won't take up too much more time on it, but just, it was awesome. So this girl asked how, Dree, I feel like I'm getting VIPs. It's just getting market partners. I struggle with how many times should I ask the same person if you leave me on read? Well, you should go back to them once a week until you get to like week 5. And then I move it to like every 2 weeks. And then maybe 2 weeks later, every 3 weeks. Don't ever stop following up with them unless they're in like dead. Like never stop. Never, ever stop. If I would have stopped, Sarah wouldn't be here today. Like if I would have stopped, a lot of people wouldn't be here today. And I'll tell you this, my VIP, one of them is like one of my favoriteest people in the whole wide world, Naomi Olson. It was my VIP. It took me 6 months to get her on as a VIP, about 12 months, maybe 18 months to get her on as a market partner. I was asking all the time, constantly if she would upgrade. Now she's one of my directors. So everyone is worth it. You never know when those ones will turn over. So just keep going and keep asking. But if you're talking more about products, then you'll probably get more customers. If you talk more about the business and what the business is doing for you in your life, and like maybe like how you talk about the business, like with your team, do it a little bit more on social media openly. So they kind of see that you've got like this family unity and leadership thing going on, right? It's like exciting. People love to be a part of that. Share a little bit more of that and you might get more market partners in return. I'm a terrible VIP recruiter because I'm like sold on the comp plan and the paychecks. I'm like, I love the products. Don't ever take them away from me. But like, man, I just can't stop talking about what the business has done for so many people, right? It's changed my life.
Yeah, same. I talk a lot about the business too. And Julie's right. If you talk about the products, you're going to end up with more VIP customers. Talk about the business, you're going to end up with more market partners. So a way to share the business is if you go and get your nails done and Monet paid for all of it or even a portion of it, like talk about that. Monet paid for my nails today, or Monet paid for my coffee, or I'm working towards this trip with Monet. Talk about the things that you're working towards, the things that you've accomplished, because I guarantee you people that are looking at this are not looking at it going, I'm going to jump into this to make $1 million. I didn't do that. Julie just wanted to be able to pay off the loan she pulled out to get in. She had no idea it was going to turn into this. We just wanted grocery money. That was it. And so if you can be realistic about that, it's way more attractive than Cadillacs and $1 million. I mean, yeah, eventually we get there, but that initially people join for the extra income and the perks of that. So be showing those kinds of perks. Okay, let's see more questions.
Chloe Granger says, my best friend sells Arbonne and wants to make the leap to sell Monet too, but she wants to hit goals with Arbonne first. I ran into situations like this a lot, you guys, when I was first starting off. So I like those questions. How did you close? How do I close her? She is stubborn. Help. Okay, she's the good kind. You want the stubborn ones. I know she wants to do it. She even said, don't give up on me. Okay. So this is how I did it. Obviously, you just heard what I just said 5 seconds ago. I'm a big, huge, like money producer, like not producer, but promoter. I want people to have money in their pockets so bad it hurts. Okay. So I would line up the bonuses that she would be earning, even in the next week, if she did this and this and this and this. If this girl is saying she's going for big goals, well, what if she did something like that over here? Because Smart Start bonuses pay out pretty darn hefty. And I could be wrong. I don't know what rank this girl is. I don't know her from Adam. But dude, you got to be pretty stinking like high up there to be making really good money. Like to make it replaceable in the Smart Start you know what I mean? It's like comparable to Smart Start money. You have to be like a director rank up here to be making what you could be making in Smart Start. So whatever she's pushing for over there, I'm hoping that it's going to pay out really well and she'll do really good. We want them to do well, right? But dude, I bet you it's not much compared to what we have to offer. If someone were to maximize their remote neighborhoods in like a week or two, which that's done. I mean, I've seen girls, and you can't make income claims on here, but I'm talking like doctor money in their first month. So Sarah, I know you got a lot to say on that one too, but I don't want to beat a dead horse.
No, I agree with Julie. If you sit her down and go, look, what if we compare? If you did this many customers and this many business partners over here, how much would it make you versus this many over here? Compare the two. Show her the money, because I guarantee you, hands down, ours is going to pay out probably twice as much. I mean, there's a reason why our president, Stuart, he used to be with Arbonne. He came out of retirement to launch Monate. There's a reason why he's here and not there. And it's because what we have is really special. So maybe, drop that. But I would show her the money.
Yeah. And, speaking of Stuart and along those questions, like I said this in my little GV chat that I work with. Stuart said when he first, I would rather regret things I did than the things that I didn't do. And at your guys' rank right now, that quote will go far for you, because it really worked for me all the way up until director and still for years beyond that. But it kind of hit me home, because I was thinking of what if I missed out on this opportunity? I was saying this within the first 2 months, you guys, within the first couple of days, I was saying this. What if I would have said no? So remind your friends, your people that you care about, that you're trying to convince to take this opportunity, to take a leap to change their life. You're trying to remind them, this is what you could be missing out on, but really what do you have to lose? It doesn't work out for you. We'll coach you, we'll teach you, we'll show you how to be successful. What do you have to lose? Let's go for it. Let's do this. Let's go to stinking Vegas together when the world opens back up.
Okay, somebody was asking about IPAs. I think that's a pretty good one to close with. IPAs. IPAs are daily income producing activities. These are the activities that are going to make you money. What I see happen a lot is people will come in, they'll build a small team, and then they stop doing the things that brought that team, and they start training that team. And they've stopped growing completely. Those IPAs never change, no matter how big or small your organization is. They happen every single day, no matter what. So we actually learned this from John Maxwell. They're called your non-negotiables, and every single one of you should set those for yourselves. They happen every day, no matter what. If it's your birthday, if it's Christmas, if your dog's birthday, it doesn't matter. It's the bare minimum that you do in your business every day. For me, I show up on social media no matter what, whether I'm talking about Monate or not, just me. In my stories, posting, live, video, reels, some form or fashion, I show up every day. If you have to schedule it out, fine. I also reach out to at least 3 new people. Now, what do I mean by a reach out? A reach out doesn't mean, hey girl, I'll try my products. It's just creating a new conversation. It literally could be like, hey, I love your shirt. Where did you get that? I'm just trying to create new conversations, trying to attract people to me so that they see what I'm doing. And that happens, consistently over time. And I also follow up with people that are on my list. So I post, I reach out, and I follow up every single day. An open mouth is an open business. The more you're talking about your business, your products, what you have to offer, that's what's going to bring traffic through the door. You got to be talking to people every day. So whether that's face-to-face, social media, my goal is at least to mention my business or products to at least one person every day. If that means I'm in the grocery store line or I'm at my son's baseball game, I carry samples with me everywhere. Be talking to people. If you're at the gym, the wellness line, be putting samples of the energy in your purse, talking to people every day. So those are my non-negotiables. You guys can figure out what yours are. But it definitely has nothing to do with like creating beautiful graphics, editing video, organizing a training for you guys. Those are not IPAs. Watching training, that is not IPA. What we're doing right here, honestly, this is an IPA. It's not income producing activity. This isn't going to make us money. It's what I do with this when I get off this call and I put it into action. That's what's going to make me money. So figure out what that looks like for you, what you can commit to. What are you willing to do every day that you're willing to show up for, and you know you can do it. So you decide, and you can write those down.
I'm so glad you covered all that stuff, Sarah. Like, that's absolutely perfect. And Brooke Gomez, I'm going to answer your question about, you know, you kind of maybe get ghosted from people you've been talking to a little bit. You guys just want to like snowball right off of what Sarah said, because as she was saying this, I was like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of something. Dude, you guys, I went through so many people. I'm talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that I tried to sign up. I still wish I could sign them up. You guys, like, I try so hard. So give yourself some grace. Like, don't get mad at yourself. Don't get frustrated at yourself. Just be like, I'm going to get better. I'm going to get so good at contacting and connecting with people that people are going to love me. Like, that's what it takes, is building relationships with people, whether it's trust. I'm not saying you got to go hang out and have a double date with them. Okay. I'm saying you're going to build a trustworthy relationship with these people. If someone ghosts you, don't take it personally, but learn from it as much as possible. So see what you said and pretend like that message was sent directly to you. Okay. So just turn it around, pretend like, oh, I just got this message from this profile. Go check out your profile, go put yourself in their shoes and start evaluating how that message is. You guys, I can't even tell you how many times I wanted to throw up after I did this to some of my messages. Even Sarah was like, dude, I could tell like you had no clue what you were freaking talking about when I messaged her. Thankfully, she's super sweet. But if they ghost you, don't feel bad about it. Write them back. Say, hey, maybe it's not a good time for you. Like, I don't know where you're at in your life, but I'm still here. I'm still thinking about you, and I'm ready for you whenever you want to, do this. Let's try to get something scheduled in the future to connect. When is a good time for you? And try to lock down a time. Like this week, or are you thinking like, is this going to like not a good time as in like financially, like a next paycheck? Things like that. Try to get a time schedule. Go from there. But kind of be honest with them. They might not ever write you again, but just say, I don't want this to ruin our relationship. I'm here for you. Like, I just want to be of service. If you decide this isn't for you, I want you to say like, hey, this isn't for you. I want you to be able to tell me no if you feel like this is for you. Build a smooth relationship with them, because that person might lead you to $1 million earner and refer them to you.
Don't assume that people ghosted you because they don't want what you have to offer. I can't tell you how many times I've opened a text and had like groceries stacked on my arms and told myself I was going to respond, and then I just don't. So don't assume. Always follow up, whether that is going and responding to their stories or commenting on their posts, staying at the forefront of their mind. That's a way of following up too. But just reaching back out and being like, hey, what's keeping you from doing this with me? If you just flat out ask, like, why are you ghosting me? Sometimes it goes a long way, and they'll tell you what's keeping them from jumping in. Hey, what's keeping you from doing this with me? A lot of times it's money. That was mine. I didn't have the money for my product pack. I had to borrow the money for my product pack. And I was too embarrassed to tell Julie that.
So
a lot.
Dude, this is such a good stinking training, Sarah. Like, I was gonna say something and then I totally blanked out. I'm so sorry.
No, you're totally fine. We have our opportunity call, so
we do.
We can wrap this up.
Can I make a comment?
Hi, Betty. Sure.
Hi. from Minnesota. I met you in Fargo when you came up and did an event up there in 2018.
Okay. I
And
remember those days.
you so impressed me. And I had gotten into it strictly to get the 30% discount and to get my hair to grow back out after losing a great deal of weight. But the example that you gave of, I think it was Sarah using the Post-it notes. Was it Sarah or who was?
Just this week.
Yeah.
Kaylee Taylor.
There it was.
Mhm.
That so hit me, you know, and so I took apart the Post-its that we got from the conference. And so I'm going to use a different color for each category and do it that way. And that really sparked me to really start digging in and doing it. And one of my biggest things is overcoming rejection. That's why I went ahead and started selling it after hearing your speech up in Fargo. If she can do it with all the, all the things that came against her, why can't I? You know, and it's been a struggle. I've had many surgeries from 2018 till now. So I just want to say thank you to both of you ladies, because you're quite the inspiration. So thank you.
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in, and thanks for everything you just said. That just melted my heart.
Well, you influence a lot of people, and I love the fact that you bought your husband a Ferrari too.
He loves that too.
I bet he does. All right.
It was good to see you on your Betty. It was good to see you again.
Okay, guys, we have the opportunity call coming up at 8 o'clock. We want to give you guys plenty of time to follow up with your people, remind them, hey, that call's happening, friendly reminder. So remind people. Somebody was just asking a question about the specifics of MMP, like how to go from, hey, I just signed up, to the very first rank. Go to YouTube, go to Monat's YouTube channel and search Monat Market Partner, how to hit MMP, or how to hit the first rank, or Monat MMP. There's also videos that will walk you through step by step in your back office. If you log in and then you go to the resources tab, it's either resources or tools, and then you can go to Market Partner Training Academy. It'll break down your bonuses. It'll break down your Smart Start. It'll break down all of it. But you guys, MMP on average is worth anywhere from $500 to $1,200, depending on product packs and all the things. So imagine what a $1,200 paycheck would do right before Christmas. We can do this. All right, Julie, anything you want to sign off with?
No, I think it's great. If you guys have market partners who are new, need help, have them go check out the Telegram message that was posted in there on how to do an invite. It just kind of brushes them up, helps them eliminate fear, gives a zero excuse. People can invite people to this. Let me and Sarah do the heavy lifting for you guys and get them on the call, and we'll grow your team. This is how I did it in the beginning, so we're just going to keep doing it. Sound good? You guys excited?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Yay.
Good.
All right, guys, we'll see you in about 25 minutes.
Sounds great. We'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye, y'all.